Hey guys, and welcome back to Let's Play the Sims 3 Rotational Play in Sunset Valley. We are here with a little bit of a spreadsheet that I want to show you guys. So I created a spreadsheet for my households, and you can kind of see. So this is the household name. I've done it for all of them, and then this is the name of the Sims that live there, the job that they're in. So right now, Gobias Kofi, he is actually in the science career. So I'm going to put science. He doesn't own any businesses. His sexual orientation is straight. He is a single sim, and I don't know his parents. The active days that I'm playing him will be Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And I am going to actually make those bold because I really like the bold there. His status, this is like if they're pregnant or something, I will know that they're pregnant from this. And then I have like a little sheet over here that kind of tells me what's going on. So I wanted to show you guys this. And yeah, so we'll go ahead and get into the gameplay. If you guys are interested in this sheet, let me know and I will just delete like my personal stuff, and then you guys can just get it for like the households that are already in the game. But I really like the sheet. It really helps me out for my LP. It helps me to see who's single and who's not at a glance. And I just think it's so good. So yeah, there we go. All right, so we're here with the Gobias Kofi, and I'm going to read you guys his little backstory because I have written it up. Like I did with the Wolf household, I read you their backstory, and then we got into it and we played the 3 days. So the backstory for this household is Gobias lives alone and he has for years. Now that he's getting older, will he be able to find the woman who makes his dreams come true, or is he going to have to settle to the fact that he will never have anyone special to spend his hard-earned money on? Now that some new girls have entered the town, is Gobias going to be able to swoop in and sweep one of the girls off their feet, or all the younger men in town going to get to them first? So that is going to be his little backstory, and Gobias is a sweet guy, but no girl in town normally wants to give him the time of the day, so he never seems to be able to catch the ladies. So what I'm going to have him do is he wants to join the law enforcement career. He is a jack of all trades, which means he only needs to get to level 5 in 4 different careers, which he's already reached level 5. So we're going to go ahead and have him go get into the law enforcement career because that is what he wants to do. He wants to be in the law enforcement career, and so I'm going to let him do so. Now, I need to actually check something real quickly, so just give me a second, please. Okay, all good there. And yeah, so he's going to do that, and then I will have him come back home and go to bed here at his house. Now, we are 6 days away from spring, which I'm so excited to see spring. I feel like it's been a very long time since we've actually seen spring in this game, and it kind of has. I mean, last year, the last season of this ended in winter, and we started in winter again. And now we're like, ready to get going. So yeah, so he's gonna get this job and he's gonna leave the science career and he wants to get to level 5, which is very fitting for his aspiration. So that's good. I'm gonna have him come home. He doesn't work today, he'll work tomorrow because he technically got the job today. So he would have worked today, but he actually works tomorrow, which is fine. He needs to get a little bit of logic for this career that he goesn't really have a wish for, so that's fine. But we can have him do it because, like I said, I'm doing this a little bit more story-based this season. So Gobias' story is that, he really wants to find the love of his life, and, he is like the loser who never seems to pretty much ever get the woman that he wants. Now, he is flirty, he's over emotional, and he's childish. So he's going to have to find someone who can handle him in a sense. He's a very emotional man who, sometimes acts like a child. And that could be really hard for him to find someone who can handle that kind of aspect of life. Not everyone can handle a man like that. Not everyone can handle an emotional man. Not everyone can handle an emotional woman, just to each their own, And so we're going to have to find him a woman that can really handle the way that he is. And I don't know if any of those girls are going to be able to handle him, but he does recognize that some new people have moved into town, and he is willing and ready to try and go over and maybe find the love of his life. Who knows? He is also one to kind of throw himself into situations where, you know, most people would be very shy or, you know, wouldn't go knocking on somebody's door. But I think Gobias is just at the point in life where he's ready to find that one true love of his life. And if it takes him having to kind of, you know, be forthright about, hey, nice to meet you, welcome to town, you know, he's going to do it, because he is not getting any younger. He is not. He's going to be an elder in a little bit, and he is ready to settle down and, you know, have a life with someone. Now, I'm not saying he's going to have kids, because Gobias, I don't know if him being childish means that I feel like he doesn't plan ahead. He doesn't make plans, you know, 10 years down the road. He doesn't make plans for his life, or even like thoughts of like, where am I going to be in a year? I feel like he's more of like the I live in the moment kind of thing, and whatever happens, happens kind of thing. So that's kind of also like one of his flaws, because most adults would think ahead of like, okay, well, I'm going to try and meet the love of my life, and this is how I'm going to do it. But, you know, not everybody is like that, and that's okay. So he is a little bit different, and I really like that about him. I think he is a sweet guy, and I really think he can find someone. I don't know if they're in the town now or if they'll be in the town 10 years down the road. Hopefully, though, when he is 10 days older, pretty much, because that's, if you think about it, it's like 10 years. Hopefully, he'll be able to find someone that he really, truly is happy with. So, after he's done eating breakfast day, we are going to go over and introduce ourselves to some of the new characters in town. Now, obviously, there's really only one household that has females in it, and that's the hybrid baby sisters. And he's going to go over and introduce himself to those beautiful young ladies, and hopefully one of them will be perfect for him. I don't know. I'm going to have to wait and see. So when I created these 3 new households for this season, I looked at what my Sims needed, and I went from there. I created dynamic, adverse characters who have different backgrounds, different backstories, different parts of their lives that, you know, we wouldn't see. I know some of you guys had suggested I take Sims from other towns. I rather take Sims from, you know, well, I did want to do that. I did. But the hard thing is I need specific things. So, like, next time I add somebody to the town, I could take from a town that, you know, another town, because then typically I'm not looking for any specific gender, any specific sexual orientation, anything like that. So I think that'll be easier to do it then than doing it right now in season 2. So I added what I need for my town to have possibilities for people to end up together. Maybe they won't end up together at all, and I have ruined my whole entire, you know, thing, but that's okay, because I'm okay with that, because I added them in the anticipation that it might not work as well, and I'm okay with that. So, yeah. So, Gobias is going to go over, and the only 4 girls, like I just said, that I've added into the world that he can meet are the hybrid sisters. And they live over here, kind of close to, like, Leighton Sakamoto and all of them. So, he is actually going to come over here and visit their house. So hopefully he is going to meet one of these girls, and, you know, things are going to strike up a conversation real well. Now, I am going to let him introduce himself to all 4 of the ladies, because how am I going to know which one he has the best chemistry with, right? So I'm going to have to do that so that they can definitely so that he can meet all 4 of them and see which one he either finds attractive or doesn't, kind of thing. So Gobias is going to be the first family, or the first family in town to come and greet the ladies. Nobody has come to greet them yet. Nobody knows them yet. So this is going to be interesting. Also, I think I need to fix their house because I feel like they can't get inside. And to get inside, I think I need to build on their lot real quick. I think I need to delete both of these. I don't remember. I feel like it's either that or it's this. I can't remember which one it is, but one of them is in the way. Or can he get inside? No, see, he can't get inside. So I do need to edit this lot real quick. Okay, so I fixed it. I just had to move everything out from in front of the door, so now they can all get inside. All right, so now I am going to have him go ahead and do a friendly introduction with all of these ladies, because I want to know which one he thinks is the most attractive. Okay, but you didn't actually have to go inside now. So this is the inside of their house. If you haven't, I don't think I've showed it. Maybe I have. I don't think so, though. So this is the inside. It's all remodeled on the inside. It's very beautiful for them, and I really think they're going to like it. It's got like the wood in here, and then they've got like the bunk beds and the one bed, and then this is for the oldest sim, which is Aubrey. Okay, perfect. So he already wants to know Daphne Newbie's sign. So I am going to have him ask her sign, and we'll see how that goes. Okay, so she is a Leo. And he doesn't really want to do anything else with her. He knows Catherine, he knows Brittany, he knows Daphne, but I don't think he's met Aubrey yet. So let's have him go ahead and meet Aubrey. Aubrey is the oldest. They're named in alphabetical order. So it's Aubrey, Brittany, Catherine, and Daphne are twins. Okay, so now what I'm going to go ahead and have him do is I am going to have him consider all of the ladies' attractiveness and see which one he pulls the highest number for. Okay, so Gobias finds her a 4. So Aubrey is definitely not it for Gobias. It's definitely not his attraction there, which is fine. So we will have him go ahead and do it with the rest of the ladies. Okay, so right now he's talking to Catherine Newbie, and he finds Catherine a 2, so definitely not Catherine. And it's not Aubrey either. I would think a 7 and above would be like attracted, you know? What are you wearing? That's not what I gave you. Oh boy. Okay, so this is Brittany, and then we'll also have him do it with Daphne. Hopefully he finds one of these ladies attractive. Jeez. A 4. Okay. This isn't going well. And honestly, Catherine and Daphne look a lot alike, so he's probably not going to find her attractive either. A 1. Oh my gosh, Gobias. All right, well, I guess Gobias is pretty much saying he's not attracted to any of these ladies. Not physically anyways. Yeah, he might be attracted to a personality of one of them, but physical attraction is a big thing in a relationship. So I feel like Gobias is probably pretty upset right now that, you know, there is 4 new beautiful ladies, but none of them just like are enough for him. And so we're going to leave it there. We're going to leave. We're going to let him just ponder on this situation a little bit longer. I'm going to go ahead and have him head over to one of the new lots that I've placed in town, which is the Tiny Prodigies Early Learning Center. The reason I place this is so that we can take our babies over here and we can meet some moms and dads from the community. And with the mayor saying, hey, we really need to build up this world. We really need to better our lands here to bring in new perspectives or prospectives. Wait, new potentials. Okay, I don't know what... perspectives. no, I can't think of the word. Okay, it's not coming out right, but bring in new people so that we can have, you know, we can build our community out together with adding new babies and new kids to our community. You know, we need some new people to be able to create babies. We can't breed within ourselves. So this is one of the new lots that I placed because I thought this was a great one for us to use for our kiddos and for moms and dads to be able to meet and greet with each other, you know? So this is a great place, and it's really nice in the winter because it's a big area, but it has everything you pretty much need. It has your easels, it has your baby stuff, it has a swimming pool, you know, it has a workout area, and it's a very nice lot, but I am going to go ahead and remodel it a little bit. But we're coming here just plainly to build up our logic because he wants to also make sure that he's working on his career. Now, not only is finding the love of his life very important to Gobias, but I think his career and getting through his careers is very important to him. Hence why he wants to reach level 5. Since he wants to reach level 5, I'm going to actively work on any skills or anything that he needs to get him to that point. But he also wants to learn the logic skill. He actually wants to do it. He wants to put the work in. He wants to get better at his career, especially because he wants to prove that he can do it. So I think Gobias probably comes from a background where his parents maybe didn't stick in one career potentially for a very long time, and hence why he wants to jump around a little bit more with his careers. But also, I feel like he comes from a very poor background. And the reason I get that feeling from Gobias is because of how much he emphasizes that he wants to be like mediocre in his careers, like the middle of like when people are comfortable in their careers, where they're comfortable enough and they're making enough money where they'd have a little bit of a savings to jump to a new career. And I just think that this is all like how I feel, and how the feelings I get when I play this sim is that Gobias is from a, you know, darker background. His parents probably either got divorced, or they separated early on, or they never even got married. And, you know, he pretty much either lived with his mom or his dad. I'm not really sure which one, but I feel more so towards the mom. And I also feel like his mom probably couldn't hold a stable job, and so this is hence why he jumps between jobs, but also that they were so poor that he wants to get to the mediocre spot in each career so that he can build enough of a savings and continue to have the adventure that he has always dreamed of. But I also feel like the fact that he is a loser and, you know, all of that kind of, and how over emotional he is because of, you know, the upbringing that he has. And also he's very childish, and I feel like, again, this comes from his background as well, because, you know, he's always never wanted to grow up because, you know, he saw how much his mom struggled as an adult, and I think it kind of scares him to be an adult. But then once he became an adult, it was great because then he could kind of like excel and go for the jobs that he really, really wanted in life. And so that's why I think he is the way he is. That's the perspective I get from Gobias. And yeah, so if you guys have a different feeling about Gobias, please let me know in the comments down below. Like, how do you guys think he was raised? Who do you think raised him? Was his parents married? Did they get a divorce? Were they never married? Was it like a single mom or a single dad? I mean, you can look in here and it only shows his dad, but I feel like, so maybe he was raised by his father then, you know? Maybe that's all that raised him was his dad. And so maybe that also leads into this, like how he's over emotional because he misses his mom, or he never had his mom's connection. You know what I'm saying? So, but that's kind of the feeling that I get, is like he was raised by a single parent, and his dad or mom, whoever raised him, because I don't really know his backstory other than what I can see here through the family tree is that he had a dad. So I guess his dad couldn't hold down a job and they were poor. And so he just wants better for his life. But I feel like also the fact that he's flirty shows that he really, really wants that connection with someone. He's not non-committal, which means that he's flirty, but he still wants to be able to commit. And I really do see that for Gobias. I feel like he is one of those men who is a very emotional guy, but also wants to find the love of his life and settle down in the end. But I don't know if he'll ever find it. We just tried to find it with the four girls, and he found each one of them like downright not pretty enough for him. So his standards are obviously set pretty high. He has pretty high standards, and it could make it very difficult to find him somebody because, I mean, those Sims, I didn't create them from scratch. They were born in my Hybrid Baby Challenge game. So they're like, you know, my Sim and another Sim's offspring that were raised. But the fact that he physically thought all four of them were not attractive means that even if I added in probably more of the Hybrid Baby kids once they age up, I feel like he would never find them attractive. And that's kind of like, what the heck, you know? Like, you can't be too picky. If you're too picky, then you're never going to find somebody, you know? So, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see how it goes for him. But right now, it's not looking good. Bessie Clavel is carrying something down the street. I don't know what she's doing. So yeah, we're just going to finish off getting our skill for his career, and then we're gonna probably head home eventually, soon, like probably soon, because he actually wants to weed the plants that are in his house. He was growing a little bit of a garden, so we're gonna have him go do that. But learning the logic skill was on his agenda today, so we went ahead and got it done. We also swapped careers. He does have his first day of work tomorrow at 9 a.m. So I don't want to keep him up too late, and I don't want to keep him up too late. But I did want him to get this logic skill because also this is something he needs for his job too. He wants to buy a telescope. Does he not have a telescope? That would be interesting because he was just in the science career and I would have thought he had a telescope. But I could totally buy him a telescope so he could look at the stars when he gets home. And maybe that's another thing too. Maybe he's into science and he's also into like the law enforcement because they both deal with like logic. So maybe he's a very big thinker too. Okay, so I'm going to have him actually head home. We'll have him eat some dinner, weed his plants, and get ready for his first day of work tomorrow. I'm sure he is very nervous because there's going to be new people. And again, he might meet somebody at work that he, you know, finds to be perfect for him. Like he does know this Deanna Yamamoto person whom is his boss, as you can see. She's not one of our Sims in the town, but that doesn't mean he couldn't marry her, you know? So we'll just have to keep an eye out for somebody. And there is some single ladies in town as well, like, you know, Blair Wainwright and them, that maybe we could go and meet up with and maybe go on a date with or something. I don't know. I just tried to have him meet these other ladies thinking maybe one of them would tickle his fancy. And since, you know, the announcement was made on the news, I just thought he would want to try to meet one of them, but who knows how that's going to go. The paparazzi Anna Lundry is down the road. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and let's weed, water, and I guess just tend it. And then we'll go ahead and have some dinner. We'll have some, let's have some, what do we want to have? Ooh, let's have a black bean taco. That sounds really good. What the heck? Oh, it's like on an angle. I thought it was on its side. I thought it was like sitting on its side. I was like, what is going on with that? Okay. So we're going to have him just take care of this. He's growing a grapevine. So that's fantastic. All right. So water it. He does want to improve his gardening skills, so we will do that. Obviously, when it's warmer out, we'll be able to have a little bit more of a garden outside. But for right now, we can't really do much. We wouldn't be able to plant anything under the snow. That's not plausible. All right, so let's get him to eat his black bean taco for dinner. He's got his fireplace on, which is very nice. It'll keep his house very toasty for him. And then we're also actually going to get him off to bed kind of early tonight, only because, like I said, he does have his first day of his new job tomorrow, and he needs to get to level 5, as you can see. So we'll be working on that while we're playing as him. But while we're on Gobias, we're going to go ahead and purchase a telescope for him. He does want a telescope, and I can see it very fitting for the person that Gobias is. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to grab that for him. Now let's find one in this catalog. Here we go. And I'm actually just going to put it right here up on the balcony. I think it's a perfect place. And what else is he really going to do up there other than use his new telescope? Okay, so we're going to let him stargaze for a few minutes before bed. I know that he's tired and is getting late, but otherwise he also does have this garden out here. I forgot about this garden that's over here in the side. We did plant some things out here, I do believe, or were these all planted? I really can't remember now that I think about it. I thought we planted like these ones, and that's why they're not evenly spaced. But what's wrong? The light is in the way? Okay, we'll move the light. We will move the light. Okay, go ahead and stargaze now. There we go. We just had to move the light so he could get to it. All right, so in this middle of this snowstorm, we're going to look up at the sky and hopefully find something we're really dreaming to find. But who knows? After he is done, we will let him go to bed because he is exhausted, and I don't want him to stay up past 10. So I'll let him do this until 10, and then we'll have him go to bed because he does have work in 12 hours. So it'll be 11 when he goes to bed, but he has a really good bed. So he should be able to sleep pretty quickly. What the heck? He's like freaking out about the star. I don't know. Anyways, he also wants to catch a goldfish. Once it goes nicer out here, we can have him go fishing. He probably could fish in the ocean, but I'd rather just have him wait because it's really cold outside, and who wants to go fishing in the cold, you know? If I was doing something where I actually had to have him do that, then fine, but while I'm not, I'm just going to hold off. All right, so I am going to let Gobias go to bed, and let me see how much time I have. Okay, I only have 1 minute and 35 seconds left, so I think I'm going to go ahead and end it here. I think it was a really good day for Gobias. He did meet those ladies, like I said, and I told you my story for him and my backstory of, like, you know, where we're starting out with him. And hopefully you guys will leave your comments down below of, you know, either whether you found that Gobias has certain chemistry with somebody in town or whatever. I would love to hear your guys' thoughts and your guys' you know, stories that maybe have happened for you guys. Also, just let me know what you guys think of what I've said. And I hope you guys enjoyed this. And please don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe to my channel. In the description below is all of my social media links, so definitely check those out. Please don't forget to follow me over on Twitch, where I live stream 3 times a week. And also, don't forget to check out my Discord channel, where you can share your own photos and stories and things. And I will talk to you guys in my very next one. Thanks very much for watching.